buys until what happens? Right over here, the project owner sells everything. Boom! There's so many crypto scams out there, but in this video, we're gonna focus on just one called the Honeypot scam. Imagine discovering a pot of honey and there's just so much honey in it, and in trying to get the honey out, the bees sting you so you can't get anything out. Yeah, it's exactly like that. A honeypot scam. If you are new to crypto, you probably want to watch this video in order to understand what exactly a honeypot is and how to avoid it. We're also going to show you an example of a honeypot project that happened recently. Basically, a honeypot project is one where the owner, like the contract owner, kind of writes a code in the contract or a hidden code in the contract, making it impossible for you to get out your money once you put it in. What happens is you can put money in, but you can't get it out. You can buy the coin, but you can't sell. We're gonna see a project recently that was an exact example of a honeypot. And these kinds of projects are very common on Binance chain and on Ethereum chains. Also on Base chain, you find these projects that are taking a lot of money from innocent people. Let's see an example of such a project and how to avoid it. Recently on CoinMarketCap, there's this project that was called Crypto Emperor Trump. This project started not long ago, just a few weeks back or so. And if you look at the chart, you see exactly how it happened. You see a lot of greens. So the green starts to pump. The more it pumps, the more people come in because they're thinking, wow, this is amazing. I want to get in on it. So it keeps pumping like for days and days. It's pumping, and you would notice there wasn't any sales, just mostly buys. So buys until what happens? Right over here, the project owner sells everything. Boom! It goes right down to the bottom over here. So it's just in one candle, everything ends. And what you would notice is if you buy such a project, if you buy such a coin, you would think that you're making money because the price is going up. So you're looking at your wallet balance and you're like, wow, making money is going up. But you can't sell it. So you would see a lot of greens because probably a lot of people tried to sell, but they couldn't. And only the project owner could sell, which is what happened over here. You can see just one candle, he wiped out everything, which means all the money that was put in to this level, he took it out and it went back to zero. Now, how would you notice it? If you go to CoinMarketCap, usually there's a notification over here. So you would notice Honeypot has identified several risk factors with this asset. Please exercise caution and do your own research. This is like pretty clear, but if you're not watching, you won't even notice it. So let's go over to Honeypot, which is like a good project that helps identify scams on Ethereum, Base, and Binance chain. Now, we already have the token address that is connected to CoinMarketCap, and we can see the information related to this project being a honeypot. Check for honeypot. And what does it say? Over here it says a very high amount of users cannot sell their tokens. This is likely a honeypot. Once you see this message, you understand this detector has discovered this project is a honeypot. So in order to protect your money, you shouldn't buy it. You can check on the site here, or another place where you can check is the Telegram. If you copy the address of this project, if you copy the address of the token, the Trump token, copy and then you send to the Telegram group, you would find information related to this project. Unable to check honeypot status. Okay, and you would see pretty much the same information we saw on the site. A very high amount of users cannot sell their tokens. So one way to do it is on Telegram or on their website. Over here, you just copy and paste the token address and then check for honeypot to see information. If you see this message over here, then be sure this is a honeypot. That means if you buy the tokens, you won't be able to sell them, even though you may see that you're making money or it's appreciating, but you won't get it out. Only the owner will be able to get it out in the end. So that's it. So that's exactly how you find out a project is a honeypot and the token is a scam that is out to take out your money or steal your money. There's so many other scams, crypto scams, but in this video, wanted to focus on this one. It's pretty common on Uniswap and Trust, and Uniswap and Trust Wallet, I would say. And these are different chains, and also Base as well, Base chain. It's very common, and you see a lot of users or a lot of investors go to these decentralized exchanges to buy tokens because they want to get it early. If you buy a token on Uniswap that is just out, it means by the time, if it's a good token, mind you, by the time the token gets to the central exchanges, the price would have already appreciated, which means you would have already been in a good position either to sell for profit or to keep enjoying and watching rewards. So many users go to these platforms to buy tokens or to get in early, and they end up getting scammed because these are decentralized exchanges, which means anyone can create a token. Like in a heartbeat, a token is created. Anyone can create a token and then do whatever they want with the contract, modify the contract, just so you put in your money and it's gone. And also another thing to note is usually there are tokens of tokens. It means copycats of tokens. They could be a legitimate token somewhere, and then a replica of that token is created on these decentralized exchanges. And if you don't know it, you would go ahead and buy it thinking it's the real token, and it's not. There are many ways to detect this, but that wasn't the aim of this video. Maybe at some point we'll do a video on that and show you just how to check out for real tokens and not copycats of tokens. Anyway, I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, guys. That's a lot of support, you know. We have a lot of videos about cryptocurrencies and there's a lot to learn. See you again in another slice.